What's good, gamers? Welcome back to the fucking kitchen, baby. Where today we're gonna try and make the best pies again. Are we gonna do it today? Who fucking knows? Today we're doing something completely different. We tried to make a wee pie baby last time. So we've got some mince, and we also have all the stuff to make nachos. I know what you're thinking, like, you can't put nachos in a pie. Yes, I fucking can. Don't fucking tell me I can't. We're putting nachos in a pie, dude. So I'm gonna take you through the ingredients. Onion. You know how I feel about onion. I've said it many a times on this channel. Need I say more? Garlic. You know, like, these are just staple fucking elements to it. We've got some sauces to whack in there with it. Just a little bit of barbecue, and I'm not sure about this, but we're gonna chuck a little bit of pizza sauce in there. I don't have any, like, tomato sauce stuff at the moment. We've got a return customer for the cheese element of our pie baby last time. I loved this cheese so much. We're putting it in again. Nacho spice mix. It's just the old El Paso shit. Obviously, you would think with my spice rack here, I might make my own spice mix, but just don't get carried away, mate. Don't get carried away. And then we've got some diced Italian tomatoes, and we have some Del Maine refried beans. We also have the classic puff pastry sheets, but it doesn't stop there. It doesn't stop there with the pastry. Don't get carried away. We also have savory short pastry to put on the bottom. So let's do it. Let's do it, gamers. You guys know what the first thing to do is. We're chopping up some fucking onion, baby. How many times do you reckon you guys are gonna watch me chop onion over the whole time that this channel is around? I think this is already maybe the fourth time that you've watched me chop an onion. And I hope this is enjoyable content for you, watching me chop these onions. One whole onion too, you can't go wrong putting a whole fucking onion in there. As you know, we're fucking rustic choppers around here, and that'll do. That'll be good enough for me. We'll get our element on a fucking medium-high heat. Now, just want to get the pan on, give it a little spritz of canola oil. Right, we've got a good amount of heat coming out of that now. So I'm going to bang these onions in. Then we're going to bang in a teaspoon of garlic. So those are looking a good amount of browned up. So we'll transfer these to our plate. Now, in our seasoned up pan, what we're going to do is we're going to chuck that beef mince at it. And you don't need to put oil in with this stuff because the fat lubricates it up anyway. Just go through, break it up a little bit more. We're just about getting to that point where we're going to start flipping it. Right, let's go, let's flip it. I'm getting impatient. The next thing I always do is it's time for sauces and spices. So we'll put a little bit of this pizza sauce in here. How much? Who knows? Just do whatever your heart desires. Same with the barbecue. We want to get that old El Paso nacho spice mix. Oh, not the actual packet of it in there, but the stuff in the packet, and then give it a mix. Make sure you coat everything essentially. Let that simmer for a little bit. Next thing we want to do is we want to add our onions back in and mix those all through there. And now in goes our refried beans. There we go. That was making lovely fucking noises. And then let that simmer for a bit. And then the last ingredient we need is the diced Italian tomatoes. Whack that whole fucking can in there, boy. Makes little farting noises and shit, dude. I think it's about time we do the taste test, dude. It's the most important part of cooking. You always taste your food. Tastes good. And that looks ready, so we can just take that off the heat and get ready for the pies. Right, so we got our wee pie tins again, and we're going to start off with our savoury short pastry, which this is the first time I've ever used this type of pastry. Just want to make sure it's all the way down in there. I think like that should be perfectly fine. And then we just want to use a knife to trim the outer bits off. Which tell me that's not already looking 10 times better than how I fucking did this shit last time. Like the pastry was so thin because I just cut it out using the top of the lid. But I feel like that looks like a way better fucking way to do that. Right, so we've got all 5 done. And you remember last time how I was like, oh, I just made the biggest blunder of 2025 and no one knew about it? I was on the right track. We do need to bake these in the oven before we put filling in. The only difference is you need something to weigh it down. So we've got some rice. I hope we have enough rice. So I reckon let's get them in the oven. They need to be in a 200-degree oven, fan forced for 10 to 15 minutes. Now while that's in the oven, what we can get going is our puff pastry tops. And then that should be the perfect pie pastry top. Yeah, boy. Check that out. You got the pie crust there. It looks golden. But yeah, no, that looks pretty fucking good, really. I'm not mad at that. Right, so that last one's out. We'll just let that cool down a bit. But these ones are already cool, so we may as well start putting together the pies. So we'll get a scoop of our meat. And then we'll put some cheese on top. Get one of our puff pastry tops. And then we want to use a fork just to press it down. Also want to do a few holes in the top to let the steam out. And then we want to brush some egg on top. So I better get an egg. Hello, Mr. Egg. And brush a good amount of this right on the tippy top. That's one pie done. Or is it? No, it's not. I think we're missing an integral element for nachos, and that would be corn chips. Now you can call me crazy here. I know you've seen black pepper on pies, cheese on top of pies, but have you ever seen corn chips? That's the fucking question. So there we have it. All 5 pies have been topped. Corn chips put on top. I forgot to put cheese in that one, so I put cheese on top of it. See, Winston's is licking his lips. He knows this is going to be delicious. So now we've got to put it in the oven. Same temperature, 200 degrees. Right, guys, pie, we did it. So here we go. Like, look at the bake on that. The bake on that is much better. There's not gaps this time. And the pie says Dev on it, brother. How gangster's that? How gangster's that, dude? So without further ado, let's just give this give it a yam. This one, for me, I think it gets a 7. Maybe a 6.5 actually, because it's better than fucking average. Yeah, I think 6.5's better, because like when comparing this to a Fat Bastard, the Lucifer pepper steak, it's not there. It's not there by quite a substantial amount, and that's an 8, maybe even an 8.5. So thank you guys for watching this video. If you liked it, leave a like. If you want to see more like this, subscribe. Also, if you haven't seen any of my sausage roll videos or my other pie video, make sure to go and check those out, mate. They're just as fucking brilliant as this one. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. So, peace out, dude.